in California. All of this in an effort by many to be politically correct, and not just politically correct, calling a spade a spade. Some of these guys are really, what they're really looking to do is to increase the numbers in Congress. This is what some of this is. What some pundits think that one of the reasons why so many illegal immigrants were allowed into the southern borders. Remember, for 2 or 3 years, legacy media did not even show what was going on at the southern border and denied that it was happening until it became so obvious that it couldn't be denied anymore. And then they said, okay, well, I think it was Fox and Newsmax, as my memory recalls, were the only two national news outlets that would even show footage of the thousands of people, the hundreds of thousands of people marching towards Mexico in caravans to come into the United States. Well, we got it. Now we want to blame the current administration and say that what is it called? ICE, that they're being, that they're doing it. They're trying to get these guys. Some of these guys that have come in are convicted murderers and convicted rapists, and then when they get here, they continue to do the same thing. And so, but we have organizations that are trying to tell us that these illegal immigrants have the rights of American citizens. Well, African Americans have been fighting since 1865 to get full citizenship. And in 1619 is the documented or recorded date that the first Africans were brought here as enslaved people. There's records and indications that there were Africans that were in the United States before it became the United States, before 1619. But 1619 in Jamestown, Virginia, is the first record of Africans being enslaved. And so there's been a long struggle. So how can people come in from all over the world and expect to enjoy the benefits of American citizenship without going through the proper procedure? And you've got a whole ethnic group, a whole race of people that since being freed in 1860, 100 years, just to get the right to vote. That's crazy. But anyway, and the funny part about it is you've got some African Americans that are more passionate about allowing illegal aliens into the nation than anyone else. Now, how crazy is that? Anyway, Viewpoint, you're on the air.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm all right. I just want you to answer a question for me. Trump said he was going after worst criminals, the witness, the murderers, and drug dealers and everything, right? Can you explain to me why 70% of the people they have arrested so far don't even have a criminal record, period?
I don't know that that's true. Where are you getting your information from?
Go to ICE and look it up, DHS, go to ICE and look it up. 70% of the people that they arrested don't have any criminal record or anything.
And they're legally in the United States.
40% of the people that they arrested has asylum papers. They arrested them going to their meeting that they have to go to every 6 months or every 3 months. They arrested them.
And so, if they're in the country illegally, so what happened? Did they deport them or did they let them go?
Oh, they came and deported them.
So you're saying that people that were in the United States legally were deported? I'd have to confirm that.
You don't look at it, then I'll call you back tomorrow. You can go and look at it. 70% of the people that they arrested so far don't have a criminal record. 20% of those.
Well, that doesn't sound right to me. That's the first thing. And so, even if that's true, so what are you saying? It sounds to me like, because I remember for 2 years you wouldn't even acknowledge that there was a problem on the southern border.
You are lying.
That is, I'll have to. If I have to, I'll play it. I'll play some of the. I got programs that go back 2 and 3 years. You said no, there's no problem on the southern border. For 2 years, you were in denial, brother.
Told you that, right?
Well, then now you're lying. Now you're telling a lie. I'll play it in your voice. How about that? How about if I play it with you saying that? Will you accept that? Yep. Yep. I'm not focused on what President Trump is saying about the immigrant. The bottom line is we've got at least 10 million people in this country illegally. He's doing his job. He's doing what he's supposed to do. What you talking about? You saying that it doesn't exist? You're saying that there's not 10 million illegal immigrants that have come in this country the last 4 or 5 years. You're saying they're not there. Then you're in denial. If it was 1 million, if it was I saw 100,000 came in on one weekend alone. What are you talking, man? You got this propaganda thing in your head, and you got this propaganda narrative. You do a disservice to American citizens.
You can't even answer the question. You shouldn't have been talking about illegal criminals and this and that and all of it.
I know you want to say, yeah, throw rocks at ICE, throw rocks at law enforcement officials. And is that what you're saying? Kill the National Guardsman. It was all right to shoot the National Guardsman that died. You're all right with that, huh? No, you are. I'm asking you a question. You said what? How could you be nonviolent if you're supporting what they're doing to law enforcement all over in Chicago and California and New York? That's not the question. That's not what I asked you. See, in your response tells me all I need to know. Look, gotta let you go. Let me let you make your closing remark.
No, that's what you need to be talking about, man.
I don't need to talk about anything but what I want to talk about. I'm not going to let you dictate to me, a propagandist. I'm not going to let you dictate to me what I talk about or anybody else. Let people have a right to say what they want to say. If you can't accept it, tough titty. Well, I'm giving you a minute to say whatever you want to say, and then I'm going to let you go.
All of those things that you was talking about that happened in the 60s, 50s, and 60s and 70s, when we wanted our rights and we wanted this, and we just wanted to be equal. Now, these people here just getting snatched up and they from Venezuela, concerning Africa, we got due process of the law, which they have. Now, you don't want to see anybody, but they're doing those people the same way they did us. But you don't want.
You said due process? You're saying we should give foreigners due process of the law?
We have due process in the Constitution for those.
Not for a non-citizen, my brother. That's what I mean. You don't know your history. Thank you for calling. I got to take this break.
We're with Barry Parker and our friends at Reliable Chevrolet and GMC. 80 years, Barry.
That's right, George. We've been right here at the same location at 14th Lawrence Street. Also the same family, the Porter family. Bill is here and has his 2 sons, John and Will, and soon they'll be taking over, so it'll be a 3rd generation that has had the ownership of Reliable Chevrolet GMC.
Now let's talk about what's going on with Chevrolet and GMC. We're coming up on the end of the year. Big time discounts on these 25 that you got left.
That's right, George. We're moving them out right and left. If you're in the market for a 2025 model, let me encourage you to come down, get them while they're still available, because the 26s are here and we've got more coming. So we got to make room. Whatever your transportation needs are, we can take care of them right here and let us get you fixed up so you can be riding today.
Not forget about the pre-owned side and service.
That's right. We've got all kind of makes and models on the pre-owned inventory, from cars to trucks to SUV. And when it comes to getting your vehicle serviced, we have the top service department in Central Alabama, right here at Reliable Chevrolet GMC.
And is that fifth oil change still free?
Always free, not just your first fifth, every fifth oil change. Regardless of how many vehicles you have in the family, each one stands on its own.
To get in touch with Reliable Chevrolet and GMC, what do we do?
872-2337, or check us out on our website at reliablegmc.com, or best, just come visit us right here at 14th Lawrence Street in downtown Selma.
Reliable, where they truly have it all.
How would you like to unlock a healthier future for you and your children? It's possible by becoming a participant in Catalyst by Southern Research, an Alabama-based initiative. Catalyst aims to improve understanding of genetic influences on health. With this deeper understanding, you can begin to access healthcare customized to your needs and choose treatments and medications based on your individual factors. There is no cost to join or participate. To get started, visit catalystbysouthernresearch.org. That's Catalyst Southern Research. Southern Research, the ABA, and
1490 WHBB. Good morning. On this Tuesday morning, you know, I've been studying American history outside of the classroom for over 50 years, since I was a teenager. And the caller, the last caller, the fact that you didn't have any respect for or understand who Dr. Joseph Lowry was, you know, or C.T. Vivian, you know, I'll be wasting my breath talking to you. You know, you need to go and get to do a little studying of history. Then we might be able to have an intelligent conversation. Whether we agree or not, after that, still is not guaranteed, but that is not the point. The point is know your history. Now, speaking of history, on yesterday, of course, the anniversary of Rosa Parks sitting on the refusing to get up and to give her seat up on the bus in Montgomery, which leads to the Montgomery bus boycott, which officially began on December the 5th. This is a report on my Channel 12 WSFA on yesterday. It looks like, wait a minute, what you got here? Okay. Technology might get ahead. I want you to get as they take this and then forward.
Construction home foundation up. It's very important that you choose the right contractor from the start. That's why you choose Johnson at Renovation Plus. Renovation Plus specializes in all pieces of home repair, paint, and remodel. Take down his phone number, 334-412-1939. Steve Johnson at Renovation Plus. Life and
liberty. He works with the car. He does excellent work, and he also is more
Renovation Plus will inspect your home, helping keep and legal disturbance during 1939.
And all of our patients are right here. We have seen lots of